Well, the car's packed. We're heading out. When I say packed, I mean packed. Yeah, Joan's gonna sit there. We're gonna see how that's gonna work. Yep, she fit in there, barely. The computer's only going part way, but she fits.
And I have the food.
And she has the food. And we're off. Joan's in the back seat, Plant's in the back seat.
Snacks are in the back seat.
Joan's at the wheel, or
Nope.
Allie's at the wheel. I'm riding shotgun. The trip begins. Joan's holding all of our snacks hostage. Of course, it's Monday, which means
It's Friday.
It's Friday. It's Friday. I'm all messed up. It's Friday, and I don't eat as much on Fridays, so.
He says, well, in a 3-day trip with an eating disorder therapist.
Yeah, that's what she did do. She doesn't have a job right now, so she's
I'm on PTO.
She's got me there. Anyhow, wow, this chick is crazy. Bye. We're coming up on the first stop of our journey. Dropping a computer off for my brother. And off in the distance we see the megapolis of Moses Lake, Washington, birthplace of Alli and Andrew Tate. This is the straightest road there is. You see ahead, the road is straight. We've been going straight for 20 miles. Straight from George to Ritzville. Anyhow, approaching stop number 1. Well, we've completed stop number 1. Dropped the computer off to Dennis. Picked up some Arby's. And are back on the road, I-90 eastbound. Next stop, Missoula.
4 hours, 298 miles.
It's entirely possible we stop somewhere between here and there.
Nope.
No?
Nope. Yes. Bathroom.
But yeah, we got these giant drinks, so we'll be stopping.
Bye. Bye.
Allie's favorite part of Idaho so far. 75 miles an hour.
I am now in the passenger seat. Dad's driving. I had to pee, and then I got tired of driving. We're somewhere random in Idaho, Mullen, on our way to Missoula. Entering Montana. I missed the sign. Miles an hour. Stuck in a car with a therapist means therapy sessions while driving.
And how do you feel about that?
She hates it.
Not allowed to feel.
That's not what I said. 9 Mile Road. I think I got it. I don't know. You didn't give me a lot of warning.
Not much. The aftermath of breakfast. Frozen sandwiches, juice cups, water bottles, yogurt, cheese, granola bars. All in all, not too bad. Not great. It's morning of day 2. Missoula, Montana. Stayed at a La Quinta Inn. Not bad. Not great, you know. And Missoula's pretty nice. Went downtown, had some breakfast. Or, I'm sorry. Went downtown, had some dinner at a place called Tamarack, which was really awesome. Bed's okay, didn't sleep great. Alli popped my back, that was awesome. So my back is feeling a lot better now. The gals have gone in to make one last pit stop before we hit the road. Car's packed with stuff. Yeah, so. Not sure what today's gonna bring us. We're gonna go through Yellowstone, I think destination Cody, Wyoming. We'll give you some pictures and do some updates and some check-ins along the way. Anyhow, bye.
Driving into Yellowstone National Park. Choo.
I've been abandoned by my team out here in the middle of the wilderness, Andrew. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might just have to stay here. Uh-oh. See, it's really... the wildlife is attacking me. It's a horrible place, Andrew. We may have to come back here. Horrible place. Just terrible. See? Critters around everywhere. We're here in Yellowstone. They let cows run loose. They're not really cows. They're big though. That one's eyeballing me.
They're backing out. Texas.
It's another buffalo. It's the side view of the previous one I sent you. Well, this is pretty famous. This is the paint pots in Yellowstone. It just sits there and bubbles, bubbling mud. Bet it's hot. I don't know. They won't let us go down there. They put a fence up. It's probably pretty loud. There's Alli taking a video. So I'm taking a video of Alli taking a video.
Yeah.
Day 3, we're on our way. Notice I'm in the back seat. I've been relegated back here. It's hard to see from back here, and I always point out things that everybody wants to see, so they put me where I can't point things out, or that they can see them themselves. So this is where I am, in the back seat. They're up front. We just got Starbucks, muffins from the hotel. They sucked. I've heard. I haven't tried mine yet. Doesn't look like the quality fare that we got at Starbucks. Same packaging. So we're just rolling out of Cody, Wyoming, in case you didn't know. Had a good night's sleep, stayed at a Comfort Inn, had a big steak. I had a big steak for dinner last night. Joan had a good, I guess, a prime rib dip, and Alli had a buffalo burger, because after having bison burger. After having seen the bison in Yellowstone, she decided, yeah, that looks like something I want to eat. So that's what we did. Funny enough, the server that we had was from Enumclaw. and she and her family had moved down here just a couple years ago, so it was kind of fun chit-chatting with her. We did a little shopping, got a good night's rest, and are on our way to Mount Rushmore. Yes, I see blonde heads nodding ahead of me, so that's where we're heading. So, more later.
At least started it. I don't know that they finished it. Stacy doesn't think so. No, I don't have my computer.
Alli has found us a shortcut. It's a washboardy road, but it saves us 6 minutes. Thank you, Google Maps. Isn't this wonderful? So we're in Wyoming. Wyoming is eastern Washington. I think my family has hacked my GPS. We're really in eastern Washington. Don't believe me? I'll show you. Hang on to your hair. It's gonna get loud. See? Eastern Washington. Am I right?
Shortcut. Should I take it? No. I don't know. I think I should take it. Yeah. Let's see what it looks like. Although, if you think about it, look, it's a dirt road.
Go wide. Wouldn't this be a terrible place to live?
Crazy Horse National Park, like the beginnings of it, behind the trees. Kind of hard to see.
So we were driving around Wyoming. Apparently we left Wyoming. Ended up in the mountains of South Dakota. And we found out somebody had defaced the mountain. Turns out they meant to. Cost them $1 million to do it. Like 100 years ago. Yeah. Pretty cool place. About like I thought it would be. Everybody says it's smaller than I think it's going to be. That's right the size I thought it would be. So, pretty cool. It's Allison.
It's me.
And Joan.
Hi.
4 presidents, sorry. I think they were all 4 presidents. Yes, I know they were.
I was gonna say, I think I know.
You know, the nice thing about going here in COVID time is there's not very many people. On the other hand, it closed 15 minutes ago. So, you know. Mount Rushmore was a lot more fun than I think any of us thought it would be. We looked around a lot. We read all the stuff about the men that made the place and how they put it together and how they carved it and all of the work that went into it. It was very cool. That night in Rapid City, Sioux Falls, it was Rapid City. We had pizza for dinner in a place called Independence Tavern. Well, we're in South Dakota, all of us. I'm driving. The speed limit is 80 miles an hour. There, can you see that? 80 miles an hour, and I'm making a video. Why? That's all the traffic there is. We're all going 80 miles an hour. Not 87, not 85, maybe some 79s. But it's a pretty nice highway. We had a good night's sleep. Murphy has struck me at work. On Friday, when I wasn't at work, all the things that are typically in my wheelhouse went wrong. This morning, or last night, the internet, power outages, so they have no phones, they have no internet. We've just recently had all this put in, so we haven't really figured out all of the support aspects of that. So we don't know who's calling into work. Work's got no 911. They've got no internet. Probably half the office is working from home. Well, should be working from home. I guess they get an extended weekend thanks to me, or thanks to the internet, or no thanks to me, however you want to look at it. So we are on our way to Wall Drug. If you're old like me, you've probably seen bumper stickers that says, "Where the hell is Wall Drug?" Well, we're about to find out. If you're young like Alli, she's like, "What the hell is Wall Drug?" I know where it is now better than I know what it is, but we're going to find out shortly. I'll give you an update on what Wall Drug is all about, and if I get a bumper sticker. Anyhow. Found it. It's not really what I was expecting. It's actually cooler than I was expecting. I thought it would just be a drugstore. It's really kind of a South Dakota version of Pike Place. Lots of little shops, great big place. Pretty cool. Has jackalopes. Alli got to see a jackalope.
Jackalopes aren't real.
She says they're not real. Sasquatch would disagree with her.
They're not real.
Sasquatch would disagree with her.
Sasquatch isn't real. No.
Good thing she's moving to Illinois. So at the hotel this morning, I picked up a muffin. Just decided to eat it after visiting Wall Drug, because I thought I might get some ice cream at Wall Drug, and I didn't want to spoil my breakfast by having ice cream. Wait, it's the other way around. Turns out the muffin was gross. It was really yucky. Not one to usually throw food out. Alli was going to dispose of it for me out the window. We're doing 80 miles an hour. You want to tell him what happened, Alli?
No!
So Alli rolls down the window after extricating the muffin from its little tin, rolls the window down about 10 inches and tries to throw. Hits the edge of the frame with her fingers. Fortunately, the muffin did go out the window. Pre-shredded, it hits the concrete going 80 miles an hour and turns into debris on the road, probably to entice squirrels, well, from what we've seen, skunks onto the roadway to be run over.
Mom?
Yes, again, I'm making a video at 80 miles an hour.
Mom found some crumbs.
Well, yeah, not all of the muffin made it out the window. Some of it made it into the car, but she can spit out the window pretty well, but throwing a muffin, nope. Later. So we just finished checking out Edgeley, the ancestral maternal homestead of my wife. We're on our way to Sioux Falls. This is the road. It won't change much. If we came back 15 minutes later, it'd look kind of like this. You'd probably see different trucks, but mostly it'd look like this. But Edgeley was a cute little town. I think we're headed to Sioux Falls. Going to Sioux Falls. So I think it may be dark by the time we get there. Don't know. I kind of hope it is. I'd really like to see the sky at night out here. It's been a long time since I've been in the middle of nowhere. So we're somewhere between North and South Dakota. We say we're in South Dakota heading east. Straight east. Not sort of east. Straight east. This road we've been on for 15 minutes. I haven't turned. I don't think I need a steering wheel. If we look behind us, well, you can't see it. It's straight. And it's going to be straight over the top of this hill. Wide open country. We've seen lots of sunflowers. We've seen sorghum. We've seen corn and soybeans. Lots of grain tanks and cows and hay. Oh, look. It's straight. Very straight. Not exciting driving, but a lot of open space. At 8:20 this morning, we left Rapid City, South Dakota, headed up to Edgeley, North Dakota, and then from there to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I think that's right. We left about 8:30 this morning, and it's 10:11. We just got here.
But we did have an hour time.
Well, that's true. There was an hour time change, so still, it's a long time in the car. But saw a lot of Dakota territory. It started out kind of rolling hillsides, reminded me a little bit of eastern Washington, not quite as hilly. Eastern, like far eastern, Pullman, Spokane area. And then the further east we got, the more it leveled out. We saw sunflower fields, which I've never seen before. I don't know why they raise them, if they raise them for seeds or they raise them for oil. That was really interesting. We saw sorghum fields, which we'd never seen before. We saw one. We'd never seen that before. And we saw what we think were soybean fields, which was kind of interesting. But you know, there's a lot of grain tanks, a lot of farming. This is really a bread belt area. So anyhow, this was our longest day. Tomorrow we get up early and head into Chicago for the end of the mostly cross-country journey. Anyhow, it was a pretty good day. Did I drive the whole day? I drove the whole day. That was a lot of miles, but we had fun, a lot of good conversations, a lot of fun things to observe. So, see you tomorrow. It's like 6:13 in the morning. We just entered Minnesota in search of a Starbucks for breakfast because the breakfast at our hotel didn't start on time, or it wasn't going to start early enough for us. So we got to the hotel in the dark, and we left the hotel in the dark on our way. Thanks.
Here we are on the border of Wisconsin and Illinois. They're doing construction on this road. And our friend here has decided he's just going to forego the rules of the road and drive on this nice big shoulder.
Giant shoulder.
Giant shoulder. We're not really sure what's going on with him. Oh, now he's getting over. Maybe he realized. Who knows? We love the Midwest.
Wow. Is it good?
Mm-hmm. It has free parking.
It looks good.
That's why James likes it.
Oh, it's free parking.
He hates parking.
And you're an expert at it.
This is kind of Alli's neighborhood. She's driving. She's tired of driving. It's like 5:30 in the evening, which means all the traffic is out and everybody wants to get home and everybody's being really aggressive, including her.
She's handling it
not.
well. She's not being aggressive.
She's handling it well.
She's handling it well.
Being assertive.
Assertive. That's what they call it in Chicago.
She's hot, sweaty. We just moved her in. And
I
she
need to
wants see her
poop.
boyfriend. Oh, please edit that out of the video. I'm doing all the delicate stuff, you know. You're hot and sweaty and want to see your boyfriend, and you jump in there.
I have to poop. Pooping is real.
Pooping is real. It just.
What's it called? Irving Park?
Mm-hmm.
We're a little ways from her apartment. We just had to go and check her ID so that she could get her electricity turned on. But I think we're headed to our hotel now.
Yes, indeed.
We got into Chicago here maybe
An hour ago.
hour and a half ago, something like that. Got the stuff out of the car. Car's relieved to not be carrying all that stuff in it. Got her mattress and her bed and her Comcast stuff moved into the house. They were there waiting. Well, the bed and the mattress were waiting for her. Comcast came while we were there. We checked it all out, and now we got to get to the hotel, and we're gonna clean up a little bit. And Allie's gonna go meet James, and what are we doing for dinner?
Whatever.
Hopefully room service. They're gonna get.
Joan suggests that she and I are doing room service.
What about me?
I thought you were going to go get him. And
James
get
doesn't
something
finish
to
class
eat.
until 8.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm eating before then.
okay. I'm waving to the guy behind me. I think he honked.
Every time someone honks, she's like, hi! She's not meant for the city. Hi! Thanks for honking!
I don't think Chicago knows what they've gotten into.
No.
People just need to learn to drive.
In London, you didn't hear honking. I need to go where there's London. No honking.
You know, Mom can see
I
your
don't
facial
care.
expressions
I
in the
don't care.
camera.
So you went from waving to the people who honk. What the heck?
We know?
I don't know.
Okay. We're just going to get to the hotel.
Do I want to go? No.
You can't turn that way.
Okay, good.
You didn't want to anyway, right?
No. I don't want to.
Well, we made it to Chicago. We spent 4 nights on the road. And one of our criteria was that the hotel that we stayed in needed to have a breakfast included. So the first day we were in Missoula, Montana, in case you didn't know. And they had a pretty good setup. You got a bag. You got to pick whether you wanted a bacon sausage and egg sandwich or a breakfast burrito, or there was another sandwich. And then it came with yogurt and string cheese and a fruit cup, and you could get coffee, and that was a pretty good deal. And the second day we were in Cody, is that right? Mm-hmm. Cody, Wyoming. And their idea of a breakfast was they had a machine that made coffee, not very good coffee, and they had a refrigerator that had chocolate muffins, double chocolate muffins, banana nut muffins, and yogurt. And that was it. And then the next night was in Rapid City, South Dakota. And you might have seen the muffin incident. And
that was pretty lousy. And then last night we were leaving Sioux Falls, and their breakfast didn't start till 10. No, didn't start till 6. And we needed to be on the road by 6 because we wanted to be in Chicago by like 2:30 in the afternoon. So we had to get on the road in a hurry. So in these days of, wait, one of them had a really good breakfast.
First night, that's what.
No, one of them had a warm breakfast.
Yeah.
That was Rapid City. It had a good breakfast. It had the full-blown thing. It had sausage. It had biscuits and gravy. It had waffles and Alli and eggs, omelets. They called them omelets, but they were just an egg folded over on cheese, which I guess is an omelet. But she cut one to size to fit on a biscuit, and she sliced the long way some sausages and put them on and made her own sandwich. That's where the nasty biscuit came from that we threw out of the car. So it's really interesting in this day of COVID how the different hotels are handling things, especially the 2 hotels that are in South Dakota. I kind of would have thought maybe they were similar. And they're all kind of the same class of hotel. We didn't stay in the greatest of hotels. We didn't stay in bad hotels. We stayed in a La Quinta and a Quality, a Best Western. Best Western was pretty decent. That's where we got the good breakfast. So anyhow, breakfasts during the COVID times are a little unusual all around the states. Well, these states that we went through. These 3 of them where we had breakfast. We're in another hotel. We're in downtown Chicago right now. This is a much nicer hotel. We're here for a few days, but it doesn't include breakfast. I don't know what we're going to do for breakfast. What are we going to do for breakfast? There's a Starbucks nearby, which is what we did this morning because we left before the breakfast was ready. Anyhow, that's the update on my breakfasts.
So for our last night in Chicago, we went to dinner at my favorite steakhouse in the Chicago area. It's actually in Schaumburg, called Wildfire. I got my favorite filet mignon with blue cheese and crust on it, and then key lime pie for dessert. And then because Joan and I had just spent 5 days driving all the way across the country, we flew first class on the way back. It's really cheap during this time of COVID, so anyhow, it was a good trip. We had fun. Got Alli moved in. She seems to be enjoying it so far. That was the trip.